arguments, wrong belief, wrong thinking. 45 common fallacies, wrong arguments, wrong belief, wrong thinking. 1. Ad hominem. 2. Ad hominem tu quoque. 3. Appeal to authority. 4. Appeal to belief. 5. Appeal to common practice. 6. Appeal to consequences of a belief. 7. Appeal to emotion. 8. Appeal to fear. 9. Appeal to flattery. 10. Appeal to novelty. 11. Appeal to pity. 12. Appeal to popularity. 13. Appeal to ridicule. 14. Appeal to spite. 15. Appeal to tradition. 16. Bandwagon. 17. Begging the question. 18. Biased sample. 19. Burden of proof. 20. Circumstantial ad hominem. 21. Composition. 22. Confusing cause and effect. 23. Division. 24. False dilemma. 25. Gambler's fallacy. 26. Genetic fallacy. 27. Guilt by association. 28. Hasty generalization. 29. Ignoring a common cause. 30. Middle ground. 31. Misleading vividness. 32. Personal attack. 33. Poisoning the well. 34. Post hoc. 35. Questionable cause. 36. Red herring. 37. Relativist fallacy. 38. Slippery slope. 39. Special pleading. 40. Spotlight. 41. Straw man. 42. Two wrongs make a right. 43. A priorism. 44. Circularity. 45. Faulty comparison. 1. Fallacy. Ad hominem. The ad hominem fallacy occurs when someone attacks the character or personal attributes of the person making an argument instead of addressing the argument itself. The Latin phrase ad hominem means to the person or against the man, highlighting that the attack is directed at the individual rather than their reasoning or the validity of their argument. This type of fallacy is a diversion tactic to discredit the opponent and avoid engaging with the actual issue at hand. How it works. Focus on the person, not the argument. Instead of evaluating the merits or flaws of a claim or idea, the speaker criticizes the arguer's intelligence, reputation, motives, or background. Irrelevant information. The character traits, affiliations, or past actions of the person presenting an argument are typically irrelevant to the truth or soundness of the argument itself. Emotional appeal. Ad hominem fallacies often appeal to emotions and prejudices rather than facts and logical reasoning. Examples of ad hominem fallacies. Abusive. Direct personal insults or attacks on someone's character. Example. Dismissing someone's argument for a policy change by calling them a terrible person. Circumstantial. Suggesting an argument is made only out of self-interest or that the person's circumstances make their argument invalid. Example. Claiming a politician's stance on a particular issue is invalid because it benefits their own career. Tu quoque. You too. Accusing someone of hypocrisy rather than addressing their point. Example. Responding to a critic's concern about climate change by saying, "But you drive a gas-guzzling car." Why it's a fallacy. Discredits the argument unfairly. Even if a person has a flawed character, their argument can still be valid and well-reasoned. Distracts from the main point. It shifts the focus away from the actual substance of the debate, making constructive discussion impossible. appeals to emotion. It tries to sway opinion through personal attacks and negative feelings rather than through logical persuasion. Description of ad hominem. Translated from Latin to English, ad hominem means against the man or against the person. An ad hominem is a general category of fallacies in which a claim or argument is rejected on the basis of some irrelevant fact about the author of or the person presenting the claim or argument. Typically, this fallacy involves two steps. First, an attack against the character of person making the claim, her circumstances, or her actions is made. Or the character, circumstances, or actions of the person reporting the claim. Second, this attack is taken to be evidence against the claim or argument the person in question is making or presenting. This type of argument has the following form. Person A makes claim X. Person B makes an attack on person A. Therefore A's claim is false. The reason why an ad hominem of any kind is a fallacy is that the character, circumstances, or actions of a person do not, in most cases, have a bearing on the truth or falsity of the claim being made, or the quality of the argument being made. Example of ad hominem. Bill: I believe that abortion is morally wrong. Dave: Of course you would say that, you're a priest. Bill: What about the arguments I gave to support my position? Dave: Those don't count. Like I said, you're a priest, so you have to say that abortion is wrong. Further, you are just a lackey to the Pope, so I can't believe what you say. 2. Fallacy. Ad hominem tu quoque. An ad hominem tu quoque, Latin for you also, is a logical fallacy that dismisses an argument by attacking the speaker's hypocrisy, rather than addressing the argument's substance. It functions as a rhetorical tactic, suggesting that the argument is invalid because the person making it does not practice what they preach or acts inconsistently with their claims. This fallacy is also known as the you-too fallacy, appeal to hypocrisy, or whataboutism. How it works. Argument presented. Person A makes a claim or argument. Tu quoque response. Person B responds by pointing out that person A's actions or past behavior are inconsistent with their claim, thus implying the argument is false. Faulty logic. The core flaw is that the truth or validity of an argument is independent of the speaker's character or behavior. Blank. Also known as you-too fallacy. Description of ad hominem tu quoque. This fallacy is committed when it is concluded that a person's claim is false because 1. It is inconsistent with something else a person has said, or 2. What a person says is inconsistent with her actions. This type of argument has the following form. Person A makes claim X. Person B asserts that A's actions or past claims are inconsistent with the truth of claim X. Therefore X is false. The fact that a person makes inconsistent claims does not make any particular claim he makes false. Although of any pair of inconsistent claims only one can be true, but both can be false. Also, the fact that a person's claims are not consistent with his actions might indicate that the person is a hypocrite, but this does not prove his claims are false. Examples of ad hominem tu quoque. Bill: Smoking is very unhealthy and leads to all sorts of problems. So take my advice and never start. Jill: Well, I certainly don't want to get cancer. Bill: I'm going to get a smoke. Want to join me, Dave? Jill: Well, I guess smoking can't be that bad. After all, Bill smokes. Jill: I think the gun control bill shouldn't be supported because it won't be effective and will waste money. Bill: Well, Just last month you supported the bill. So I guess you're wrong now. Peter. Based on the arguments I have presented, it is evident that it is morally wrong to use animals for food or clothing. Bill. But you are wearing a leather jacket and you have a roast beef sandwich in your hand. How can you say that using animals for food and clothing is wrong?